welcome to Oracle of the Divine Ophite. This is a channeled message, and this message is channeled from Hekate Dracaena, and this energy is an initiatory energy. This is an energy that initiates people into the mysteries of the priests and priestesses of Hekate Dracaena, which is a dragon energy. It's a fiery serpent energy. And this is an energy that burns away self-delusion, self-doubt. It burns away any falsehood in the human spirit. So this is the energy that I'm channeling today. And this message is, I feel like it's for a very specific, very small group of people out there. So this might not resonate with everyone, but if it does, if you find this video, then there's probably something here that will resonate with you, because I think it's very specific. Before I get started, please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then you can also hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. And in addition, please like the video if anything resonates for you, and please share the video if you feel like this energy might resonate with someone else that you know. And the energy is very powerful, so I'm actually feeling a little bit thrown off. I'm feeling a little bit unsteady channeling this energy, so I'm going to get started so I can get the message out, because it's a lot of fiery energy to hold. And I'm normally a pretty calm person, so it's a very supercharged energy, and so I'm feeling a little bit shaken, so pardon me if I seem a little bit distracted or I stumble a bit while I'm channeling. So let's get started. So this is for someone who has been having some very, very intense, very lucid dreams. So in these dreams, you'll notice that you'll look the same in many ways. You'll know it's you, but there'll be something, just these slight things different about your appearance. Like maybe you'll have a different hairstyle, or you'll be wearing different clothes than you normally do. Or you might have a slightly different facial feature, like maybe, a slightly pointier nose, or, just really, really small things. But you'll still be fully aware in the dream that it's you. And you'll also have a really subconscious underlying feeling that you are dreaming. So you won't be lost in the dream like you are, normally when you're dreaming. You're kind of just, you're unaware that you're dreaming while you're having the dream. And then you wake up and you go, oh, that's a dream. But in these dreams, you'll be pretty aware that you're dreaming. And you'll find yourself doing things in the dreams that you wouldn't normally do in waking life. Some of these things might be rather dark things that you would be definitely uncomfortable doing in your normal waking life, things that you might even consider to be bad things, or, possibly sociopathic things, acting in manipulative ways, or lying, or, just doing something that you might not normally do in your everyday waking life. So take that how it resonates. It might be darker for some people than others, and I'm not going to go into the depths of what darkness could possibly mean for different people, but whatever you consider to be a dark behavior for you, this would be something that you individually would be acting out in these particular dreams that you've been having lately. And the message here is that, these dreams, these are actually integrations that are taking place. These dreams aren't just dreams. They are expressions of alternate realities. So you exist in many parallel realities all at the same time. this is interdimensional, but it's also intradimensional, in that one dimension can have many planes of existence. And so there are many, many, many versions of you that are coexisting in this particular dimensional realm, all at the same time, coexisting on different planes. And so you're actually experiencing different versions of yourself in these dreams. And so that's why you have these slight differences in appearance, differences in behavior, differences in the way you feel in the dreams, differences in the people that you're interacting with in the dreams. In some of the dreams, you might be interacting with people that you don't currently know, in this waking reality that you find yourself in right now. So, or you might be interacting with people that are composites, seemingly, of people that you've seen or met in your waking reality, but in actuality, you are existing and interacting with those people in these alternate planes, and you're acting out darker aspects of your personality that haven't been integrated, because these other versions of you are actually, acting out, in totality, all the composites of your total being or your total personality on all planes of existence. So what I mean by that might sound a little bit confusing, but in actuality, it just means that the total of all versions of you is actually the real you in complete wholeness, in its complete form. So you are actually just experiencing a different version of yourself in these dreams. And it's a version of yourself that in this particular reality you would be uncomfortable with. So you would be uncomfortable with integrating those darker aspects into your personality. So it's happening through your dreams instead. And Hekate Dracaena is actually helping you with this, because it's something that's necessary in order for you to integrate those aspects of yourself that you're uncomfortable with into your whole being, the totality of who you are as a being in existence. And in order for you to move on to the next level of consciousness, the next level of awareness of the totality of your consciousness, these aspects need to be integrated. And it's happening in your dream state. And this energy works specifically through the dream state, because the dream state is a way to keep the psyche intact. Many things that the conscious mind would encounter and be blown away or be shattered into pieces by can be successfully integrated through the dream state. So that's why you're having these intense, very clear, very lucid dreams where you're acting out these behaviors. And so there's an integration taking place while you sleep, and it's not having a negative impact on your conscious mind. As a matter of fact, it's having a very positive impact on your conscious mind. And so what it's serving to do is actually burn away some layers of self-doubt, fear, unresolved traumas, things that your conscious mind might have some difficulty dealing with if you were to just take on these things head on in your waking life. So this energy, Hekate Dracaena, is actually healing you in your dream state and helping you to integrate these aspects in your dream state while you're asleep, and also communicating wisdom to you, communicating certain mysteries to you. You might find that you're waking up and all of a sudden you're understanding things that you didn't understand. Like you might fall asleep with a question in your mind, or with something that's possibly confusing to you, and then when you wake up, all of a sudden it's clear, or you understand it. And that's because you actually gained that understanding while you were in the sleep state, because this energy was communicating with you while you were in this sleep state. So it's actually it's a great gift to be working with this energy. This is a very loving, nurturing energy, and it means that you have worked with this energy in the past, probably in past lives. You were a priest or a priestess of Hekate in some capacity. You were a seer, you were a healer. You have this connection with this energy from these past incarnations. And because you have this strong connection, because once you work with this energy connects with you eternally. So once you've worked with this energy stays with you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And Hekate Dracaena will always be there to help you heal, always be there to burn away illusion, always be there to protect you. This is a very fiery, very protective, very powerful energy to have. And so you're very blessed and you are very loved. And so part of this blessing and love that you're receiving is this healing and this knowledge of the mysteries and this ability to integrate these darker aspects and these darker versions of yourself in totality through your dream state. So if you've been feeling a little bit shaken, and I get the sense that perhaps some of you out there have been waking up feeling a little bit uneasy, because you may have seen yourself do some things in these dreams that, upon awakening, you thought to yourself, oh, this, that was an awful thing that I did in that dream, or, I wouldn't do that. That's not something I would do. And you may have had some lingering feelings of guilt or distress connected to some of the things that you witnessed yourself do or say in these dreams. Do not feel this way. This is absolutely necessary. The darkness that you encounter in these dreams is something that's absolutely necessary and beneficial to you as a healing tool and as a step on your ascension journey. So this is also a teaching about neutrality, that the energy of the universe actually in its highest form is neutral. And so good and evil, are always subjective. What might be evil to one person might not be to another. There's definitely a subjective scale depending on your perception. So feeling guilty about things that you've done in dreams is not necessary. It's not something that you need to put yourself through. And it's quite a blessing that you get to experience some of these feelings and some of these things in dreams, so that they don't end up manifesting as specific acts in your waking life, or so that they don't end up causing you distress at the thought of them or the contemplation of those acts in your waking life. So you're being healed in your dream state, and you're being integrated in your dream state. And so the ultimate outcome of this is that through understanding these darker aspects of yourself, you will be able to heal your own wounds, and then in doing so, you become a much bigger contributor to healing the wounds of others. You become kind of a wellspring of experience and knowledge of the mysteries that others can come to when they have wounds to heal, when they have questions, when they have things about themselves or about their lives that they don't understand fully, or that are causing them distress. You can become the still water. You can become, the river of peace in other people's lives and help to lead them on their healing journeys. So this is a strengthening exercise for you. Hekate Dracaena is preparing you to hold the torch for others and to be a guiding light in darkness. One cannot become a torch and a light to others in darkness until that person understands the darkness themselves. So this is a time for you to fully embrace and understand your own darkness and learn to love your darkness and understand that you are the master of your darkness. Your darkness does not control you. These dark aspects of yourself do not control you. You control them. You are the one that gets to choose. You are the one that gets to stand in your own power and decide how you will behave, when you will do certain things and when you will not do certain things, when you're willing to acquiesce and when you're unwilling to acquiesce. You are the master of your own free will. One can only say that after they have mastered the darkness within themselves. So that is the purpose of these dreams. You might find yourself continuing to have these types of dreams. There could also be dreams where you find yourself in a dark place. You find yourself in a dark environment. You find yourself in a place where there's not much light, where things seem to be dim or cloudy or foggy, and you find yourself wandering in these places, and you can feel the darkness surrounding you, but you can also sense that you are the light wandering through this dark dreamscape. This is another type of dream that you might encounter as an initiate of Hekate Dracaena. So for anyone who's experiencing these types of dreams and these types of experiences, simply go with the flow, simply go with the feeling, experience the dreams, do some journaling. When you wake up, write down what you experienced and what you encountered and how you feel about the things that you encountered. And also ask questions before you fall asleep every night. If you have questions in your mind or things about your spiritual path that you don't understand or that cause you distress, ask questions, because Hekate Dracaena is working with you at this time and your questions will be answered. Open up your mind, open up your heart, and accept the answers that you are given, even if those answers make you uncomfortable or they cause you to move into looking at aspects of yourself that perhaps you've rejected in the past, or you've been burying inside yourself or hiding from the world. This is the time to be fully open and fully exposed to all the truths about yourself, who you are, the situations you find yourself in, and the deepest, darkest aspects of your soul and your psyche that most of us are very uncomfortable exploring and accepting. This is a great, as I've said, this is a great gift. Working with Hekate is a great gift, and you will be shown love and you will be guided. It may not always be easy. This energy is not a fluffy energy. This energy is not, an energy that just kind of walks on eggshells and tells you what you want to hear and shows you only what you want to see. This is an energy that specializes in tough love, but this is also an energy that in the end will never let you down, will never abandon you. So I think I'm going to leave that message there. That's all I'm getting. The energy, I feel, just wanted to explain some things or make some things clear for those of you out there who aren't, you're not quite sure what's been going on. And perhaps you've been, questioning why these things are happening, why you're having these dreams, and why these shadow aspects of the personality are showing themselves so strongly at this particular time. This is why. It's a blessing. It's a step forward. There's nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, that means you're doing something right. It means that you've been doing something very, very right in your spiritual practice, and you're growing and you're moving forward. So rest assured and be brave, and continue to walk forward bravely on your spiritual journey. Hekate Dracaena will be with you all the way. So yeah, I'll leave it there. And thank you for joining me. I hope this resonated for some of you out there and that you found some value in this message. If you did find some value and some resonance, please remember to like the video. Feel free to share it with others if you feel you should do so. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you for joining me, Oracle of the Divine Ophite. I will see you soon, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.